What's up, guys? I'm back with a Red Eyes deck, and it took me a while to post another video about Red Eyes, but man, is this deck strong. So the reason I'm making this deck right now is I could never find a consistent version where you could actually beat the ladder. But right now, I've added some cards to make the deck more consistent, because the two biggest things that would make this deck bad were the fact that you brick a lot and the fact that if you go second, you lose. So I've added a lot of things to help with that. I've added 3 impermanences and I've added 3 upstart goblins. So the thing with this deck is, if you get rolling, you can get really powerful turns. And especially if you get skill drain on the board, your opponent just can't do anything. And I will show some replays after this explanation where you can actually see me beating almost every tier 1 deck in the game, and you can see how easy it is. It was so easy for me to beat those decks, like it wasn't even a challenge because I have so many options. So if I go second, I have Impermanence, I have Ash Blossom, and I have maxx. You might think, this might be a little overkill, but you have to bear in mind, these are the, going second with this deck is like the biggest disadvantage you have if you don't have these cuck cards. But if you have the cuck cards, you can actually cuck your opponent enough where they can't even do anything. This is how I beat Drytrons, this is how I beat Tri-Brigade, this is how I beat whatever, Virtual World. And if you go first, you can set up a very big board by using the Link Summon combo, which I will show. But basically what it means is you summon a Black Metal Dragon, you then link it with Guardian Dragon Pisty, and you can search with the Black Metal Dragon's effect, and you will search your actually main boss monster in this deck, your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. You can't cut this card, you need this card in your deck, no excuses. So you search this one, then you banish the Pisty from your field and summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Then you have a choice. Do I want to special summon, like for example, you draw Red Eyes, you don't want to draw this card, it's a brick. You want to unbrick yourself and get this card on the field, or what you can do, is what I do a lot, excuse me, is you resummon a Black Metal Dragon, and you can actually link Kuribo it, or relinquish Anima, depending if you have the card or not. And then actually what happens, you can search again, and with those 2 searches, you can get Return of the Red Eyes, you can get Red Eyes Fang with Chain, you could even get the Red Eyes Inside, Red Eyes Fusion. Like, you have a lot of different options. That's why I'm running 1 Fang with Chain, 1 Red Eye Spirit, and 1 Skill Drain. Also, the other cards I have in this deck. For example, I have this one. If you fusion summon this card with the Red Eyes, you can summon Meteor Black Comet Dragon. And with a skill drain on the field, it's very hard to swing over a 3500 beater, especially if you equip it with a Black Metal Dragon. It's a 4100 beater that you can't destroy with your monster card effects. And a lot of decks need these combos to get rolling, let's be honest. So we keep going. If this card is in your graveyard, and you have a skill drain on the field, and for some reason he Harpies Feather Dusters your entire back row, this, guys, effect pops. And basically what happens is, you can special summon this from your graveyard to the field, and add 1 trap card or spell card that's in your graveyard back from your graveyard to the field. So basically what you do is you special summon it, put skill drain back on the field. And if they don't have 2 ways to get rid of your skill drain, they're going to be stuck with it for the rest of the game. So I'm also running a Twin Twister. It's very nice to unbrick yourself. Like, for example, I have such bad luck. So I will draw Light Pulsar Dragon. I will draw Mana Dragon Zirnitron. You don't want to draw these cards. I will draw my Red Eyes. Like, I've had games where I had 3 Red Eyes in my opening hand. I only have 3. So that's why I'm running this one. It's easy to unbrick yourself, and you can destroy traps on the and spells on the field. But I would also recommend running Harpies Feather Duster if you have it. I just don't own the card. That's why I'm running Twin Twisters. And I'm not even sure if this is worse than Harpies Feather Duster, because you can actually send a card to the graveyard, which is pretty neat for this deck. But it's a very good substitute. If you don't want to craft Harpies Feather Duster and you have this one, great, run this one. Then for the extra deck, I'm running Big Eye, just just to have some versatility. I'm running 2 red eyes flare metal dragons because in some duels you can actually get 2 of these on the field. You will see in the replays how many times I'm actually summoning, and you can get so many XYZ monsters on the field. And if you can get 2 of these cards on the field, your opponent can literally only play 8 cards, and they don't even get to do their extra effect because then they take damage as well. And they take 1000 damage per card effect they do. So basically it's like a kind of a checkmate. Then I'm running Zeus. Obviously, if an XYZ monster attacks, you can summon Zeus, which I already have done as well. It's really strong. I recommend it running in every deck. I have my Anaconda Verte, obviously. Running my triple burst dragon, my Boral Sword dragon. These are just my boss monsters. Same with this Darkness Metal, the dragon, what is it? The Dragon Dark of... Jesus Christ, that's a long name. But you can also run Soldier of Chaos. This one. Really strong boss monster. I don't own it, so I'm just replacing it with other strong boss monsters. I don't feel the need to craft it personally because I have these other replacements for it. But this is definitely a very, very strong card. And if you have it, I recommend you putting it in the deck. Just like Relinquished Anima, I have my Link Haribo. I like Link Haribo, but you can also put in Relinquished Anima. And then, of course, every single deck, Access Code Talker. This is like your... Basically, this is your end game. It's so easy for you to get a lot of monsters on the field. Note that I say monsters and not minions anymore. That's an improvement I made. But note you have a lot of monsters on the field. It's easy to resummon them. Like, this is the difference with my Dark Magician deck is, if your back row gets cleared, your entire board gets cleared. But this deck summons so many big boys to the field. And if he destroys my back row, first of all, I can choose one trap or spell that I can get back on the field. Most likely will be skill drain. Sometimes will be return to red eyes. Sometimes will even be the red eyes fang with chain if I can't swing over a monster. So it's very hard to get rid of this board. And I've noticed that in comparison with Dark Magician and with the add of the infinite impermanences in this deck, it's so easy to summon them to the field. Like it's very consistent. And with the Dark Magician deck, you're always afraid that your board gets wiped. But it's very hard for this deck to get wiped. So yeah, this is not a final deck list. I'm still testing out. I'm testing out upstart goblins right now because I want the deck to be more consistent. I've tried pots to like banish 10 cards from your deck and then draw 2, but it feels clunky because you want to search, and if you banish these 2, you can't even fusion summon, so it feels clunky. So right now I'm trying the 3 upstart goblins, and it's just for the fact that this deck breaks hard. If you draw 2 red eyes in your opening hand, it is over. It is so over. So I want to get as much draw as possible. That's why I'm running the 2 red eyes Insight, 3 upstart goblins, 3 maxx. I'm running the Tenyi spirit vishuda, so you can special summon the 3 black metal dragons, etc, etc. Even the red eyes fusion. These are all like the unbrick cards, but if you draw these, you're not happy. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the explanation. If you want me to do an in-depth guide on this specific deck, feel free to reach out and let me know in the comments, because I did one for Dark Magician as well. So if you guys like this deck and you really want an in-depth explanation on how to do combos, what to watch out for, what to impermanence, what to blossom, when to use maxx, what to revive, what link monsters to prioritize, etc. Feel free to let me know, and I will make one if you guys want to. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the replays. Peace.
I'm saying it's time.